Yo yo.
Yo, yo, yo,
Is it
hello,
is
Dan.
is it greasy heaven time, dude?
It's greasing time indeed.
Yeah, dude, we really are greasing today. Big
We
greasy
sure
vibes.
are.
It's
What's
fun,
up?
dude.
How you doing today?
Dude, I mean like we're chilling, you know. It's an apocalyptic Sunday. It's Sunday for probably like everybody now. It's like 3:31 in the morning for me.
And it's 11:30 for me.
Some shit, I don't know,
Damn.
man. Crazy out here. Crazy out here. Crazy world we live in, but I don't acknowledge any of it. I just play video games.
So, Dan, what do we have today?
Um,
What
Eight,
are some bullet points of
and
the day?
um, we have syphilis. Remember that prostitute in Denmark?
What?
Yeah, she had syphilis. You should probably get yourself checked out, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to pass you that shit. My bad.
Dan, what are you talking about?
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that you had to find out like this. I really should have told you before we started recording.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, he said, What do we have today?" So I made a sexually transmitted disease joke about syphilis, whatever that is. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Do you know what the fuck that is?
Bruh. I have no fucking idea what's
Yep,
that
me
either.
neither. uh, dude. Okay, but what we really got today is something that I know we're both fucking stoked on, dude. Minecraft 1.20, baby.
I've been taking a break from Minecraft a little bit just to, get my hype up so I don't get like bored the second I log in.
I had the
So
opposite thing. Like I was foaming at the mouth for Minecraft, but I was like, well, I want to wait till 1.20. But I'm like, honestly, this is probably gonna be a bit. And you know your boy's not playing without Optifine. I mean, they'll probably be pretty quick to get that shit out, but it won't be like instant. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start a fucking 1.19 world and fuck around in that. And then when 1.20 comes out, I'll build a cobblestone tower and do the do the God of War meme.
sure. I'd be thinking, are we gonna have a server for those sort of thing for 1.20? A little greasy server.
Yeah, dude, I've been thinking about doing that. And honestly, I might your boy might just pitch the money for like a Java server so everyone can just hop on
Yo.
Java or around or I gotta look into how to do that. But yeah, some multiplayer Minecraft would be dope, especially once 1.20 is out.
Yo.
I mean like I'm also just excited for like the single player experience, like all the new stuff, like finding like a cherry blossom biome and like getting the new wood and like building the base there. Like I'm just super stoked for that. I want to fucking do that. And
Let's go.
archaeology will be pretty cool. And
Archaeology? Wait,
uh,
that's a thing?
you didn't know
What?
about fucking archaeology?
No, all I remember was cherry blossoms, really.
Yeah, no, dude. There's like legit like archaeology. You can like brush away gravel blocks to
I
get
didn't know
like
about that.
yeah, dude. And like at first when I heard that netherite is harder to get now, I was like, oh no, fuck. My first thought was like get a 1.19 world and like get netherite before it gets rarer. But
Mm.
I actually like that they're changing it to needing the smithing template because that gives you like, because like in the current state of the game, you can get full netherite without going to a bastion ever. I've never been to a bastion in Minecraft. I've never been to one of those structures in that game ever.
Mm.
But now you have to go fuck around in the bastion and risk your goddamn life to get that netherite. So like I don't know, it kind of like it gives more incentive to like seek out the structures and fight the piglins and play more of the game. I'm like, oh, I kind of like it, dude.
I haven't played in some time, so I don't cannot comment on that, unfortunately. It's been a while. Has it?
What? How long
Sorry
has it been
for
since you
for.
played Minecraft? Hasn't been that
I
long.
don't have a clue actually.
You
Maybe
were
a
talking about
month,
playing Minecraft. What do you? A month?
a month, maybe more.
A month is a long time to you.
Yes.
I guess you're like not even 20 yet, so never mind. You don't even know.
Shut
You don't even
up.
know.
Shut up.
No, I don't even mean to like be a dick like that, but like
You do mean to be.
it literally is a thing. Like I've not now that I'm into like my like I'm 22 now, and like yeah, it's like a month is like nothing. Like that shit fucking flies by for me, and I'm like I hate to admit it, but like a lot of the shit, not all of it, not fucking all of it, but a lot of the shit all those like old heads said back in the day, I'm like, yeah, they were kind of right. What the fuck? It's true, man. It's true. It's the sad reality of life. Growing up to realize those motherfuckers kind of had a point, though.
What point? What are you talking about? I'm
Uh,
zoned out, I guess.
I mean, like, nothing in particular. Just, like, in general, right? You know? Because I don't know. Like, I mean, when you're young, especially when you're, like, a young teen and, like, adults are just trying to, like, throat fuck you with wisdom. And it's like, yo, like, I'm a shitter kid. Like, I'm absorbing none of this. Like, right?
Exactly.
You know, you can tell someone to stay in school and don't do drugs till your fucking lungs give out, but they still might, like, you know, drop out and do drugs. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
it's life, bro. You know.
What's this about armor rarity? Netherite, right?
Well,
Was that the
yeah.
thing?
Um.
Ah, I
So
see, I see.
so like one of the I mean, I guess like if you didn't know, like you have to get like the armor smithing templates to even upgrade to netherite. It's not like just get an ingot and upgrade your diamond to netherite. You need an ingot and one.
Oh yeah, now that I remember, now I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, and the smithing template gets used, so like to get full netherite armor, you need 4 of those upgrade templates.
And you can only use them once, if I recall, and they get destroyed after you use them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're finite, and you can dupe them. Actually, there's a crafting recipe to dupe them, but it takes like a gazillion diamonds and all this shit. Like,
So I'm I'm forgetting a word here. I guess like, is it worth it then to like dupe them? I guess
I
you can
mean,
enchant them, right? The armor.
dude, I mean, like, yeah, I think it would be worth it to dupe them because I mean, like, well, motherfuckers like me that play hardcore, right? Like, going into a fucking bastion is risky business. You're liable to fucking die and lose your world. So,
Hmm.
if you can just strip mine and get a bunch of diamonds to dupe these fucking armor templates, like, might just kind of go for that, right? I mean, like, if you're playing on a regular survival world and you can, like, deal with dying, then you might be like, okay, I'm gonna just go into the bastion. But, like, particularly for hardcore players, like, I think the duping feature is, like, gonna be huge. Because you can
Yeah,
just
that's
get
fair. That's fair.
one and then like and then yeah, just dupe it to like make 4 and like get your full netherite upgrade. It'd be like much more resource intensive, but way less risky, right?
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
That's I was watching a thing like one of them like Minecraft YouTube videos, and it went into like uh the Minecraft team has like given us a little look into like their design fundamentals. They like have that shit written down in like a little book that every Mojang employee has. And one of the fundamentals of Minecraft's design is how like no like destruction will happen to the world that the player like can't avoid. So like a creeper explosion might like fuck up your house or kill you, but again, like it's going to be your fault if that happens type shit, right?
True. True.
Like the literally the worst natural disaster that occurs in Minecraft is the 1 in a gazillion lightning strike, let alone it being a thunderstorm.
Oh God, I remember when I was playing with a friend. Like a thunder hit our house, and our house was made of wood.
No
So
shot. That's
that
crazy.
fucking spread.
That's fucking wild, dude. But yeah, so like, and I think that concept translates really good into hardcore too. With like, there's no real danger that you technically can't avoid. I mean, obviously to like beat the game, you have to fucking go to Nether Fortress and fight the Ender Dragon. But as far as like not dying, like you can just like try and avoid certain situations. Like if I'm traveling, I always have a travel bed because I'm skipping night every time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, yeah, same, same.
Yeah, man.
I
Nah,
do that
like
as well.
keep that motherfucking thing in your hotbar and just hit a little sleep real quick. You know, like don't even be fucking with all that business.
Mm.
What do you like? What do you do? Are you just like do you just play regular survival or do you like fuck with hardcore?
Uh, Try to do hardcore. I had a world. I think I may have it still saved on my
Oh, I
computer,
remember.
but
Didn't you get manhandled by a golem?
yes,
That's
that's the.
hot.
Yeah, I was like doing freaking basement to like expand my chest area, right? To like have an area where I can store shit. I was doing that, and by fucking accident, I hit a golem, which I didn't spawn by myself. It was spawned because I had villagers on my house.
Yeah.
So he somehow uh there was like a little entrance to it, like the staircase and like the second staircase that leads to the farm and to the villagers. I'm guessing he went from the second entrance. Motherfucker fucking got in and got close to me, and I was doing my own shit, and I hit him by accident, and he just fucking destroyed me in 2 hits or something. I had armor as well.
Fuck, man. Dude, golems deal so much fucking damage. I have a funny golem story too. So like this goes way back. Recently when I was playing 1.3, I fucked around with the golems a little bit and like they like back in 1.3 when I started playing, they do like no damage compared to what they do now. They hit very lightly. So I didn't play Minecraft for a lot of years, and it was like May I want to say 1.18. It was like the cave update. Um,
Mm.
and so started up playing some worlds, some hardcore worlds. I died to like creepers the first like couple times and shit like that. And then I was in a village, and I was like, okay, um, fight a golem and get his iron because I was still like very early game, and I'd been watching like dream videos and other Minecraft videos and stuff, so I kind of knew the like modern strats, and I built a little tower. I don't think I built it tall enough or something. Actually, no, I think I just tried to fight him head on. Not even gonna lie, I think I just tried to fight him head on because I still had this idea in my head from old Minecraft. Like, oh yeah, he doesn't hit that hard. I think I had like managed to like find some iron armor. I was like, nah, he won't hit that hard. And then like literally like one hit took like 8 hearts away, and I fucking
Yeah.
shit my pants. And literally like my old hardcore world is named like "Don't fight golems." Like, do not fight
quite
fucking golems.
quite an ironic fate.
Yeah, man. Nah, they fucking slap this shit out of you, dude.
Yeah,
They
so
scare me,
true.
bro. You ever look in their eyes? They're dead fucking eyes, bro.
So while we are on the topic of Minecraft, if and when we do get a server, right?
Uh-huh.
What kind of server are you like thinking of? Just like a regular survival or an anarchy server where we can fuck up each other's shit?
You know deep down in my heart I want to do anarchy.
Oh, you dickhead.
But like I don't know if we're all toxic enough for that.
I don't know. I'm the type. I'm like the person who just wants to chill out, play
Yeah,
together.
for real,
But
dude.
there's like the other side that's like I wanna be an asshole, just like
I don't
release
know,
all
dude.
my pent up anger.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe what we could do is something like the like designate like a spawn area or some area which is like or even multiple areas that are like no conflict zones.
No man's land.
Yeah, but then again, outside anything outside of that, like unless you like declare a non-combat zone, and there should be like rules, like you have to have like a structure this big
Declare
and stuff
war
like that.
formally.
Yeah, and like and your warfare protection doesn't come until your structure's finished. So like you're placing in the last 3 blocks, and you just see me with a lava bucket, like, hey yo. Nah, I probably wouldn't be that mean, but
I guess we'll think about it. That would be an interesting concept.
yeah, man.
I would mean rushing under chests and
Yeah.
Russian fucking under chests with shulkers. Let's go. So next bullet point,
Uh,
bullet point, right?
sure. Okay. No,
Was
no, no,
big.
no. No. Let me ask you this question. Let me actually ask you
Okay,
this question. Consider this question in
I
deep
shall consider,
meditative thought. Oh, sorry. Holy shit. Technical
bro.
difficulties. Please stand by. Technical difficulties is with my lungs. I'm hitting that boof pack. Okay.
When you hit this house.
Okay. But was Big Boss a villain?
No,
Explain.
I will not elaborate further. I shall leave this conversation.
That's crazy. I have to know what makes you say no. I know he was like so wholesome in the end, and he had that nice moment with his son. This is good, isn't it? That warms my heart and brings a tear to my eye too.
It's kind
But
of
then
hard for
there's
me to
like
say
Big
now,
Boss in the 80s, man. He was bullying,
like
man.
I want to say something, but then it's just like it's like it comes from a YouTube video. Oh, where do you get that opinion from? A YouTube video? So it's like, I don't know, something feels wrong about it, but there's this one video that just says like, he was trying to do the boss as well, blah 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 blah, and the whole child soldiers thing. He just said that he never actually, employed any child soldiers apart from, I guess, Chico. I guess would be like an exception, but that's because in Peace Walker he was already a child soldier anyway, so that wasn't like his say. But in Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, right? I think there were like child soldiers placed like in the game. I haven't played um Metal Gear 2 myself
Yeah,
yet,
me neither.
so but from what I've seen and heard, they're only just placed there. They don't do anything to you. They aren't like enemies.
Yeah.
So the whole like, oh, Snake, Big Boss, had child soldiers, blah 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 blah. Apparently that's like not exactly as you might expect. He definitely had like children on his Zanzibar land thingy. Um, from what I've heard, it's not because he wanted to use soldiers, but um, he just kind of like, I guess, raised them on like Zanzibar land,
Okay, yeah,
so that
exactly. No,
later,
because he didn't employ any child soldiers.
yeah.
He picked up Chico and like the group of kids from the mine in MGS5. He
Mhm.
never like put them out in the field, like he found them out in the field and like gave them a place to stay. And we see that like good side of Big Boss in the 70s. And I mean, like, while obviously like the events of MGS5, it's actually
No,
like
yeah, it's quite
Venom
fascinating.
Snake, which Venom Snake is a nice wholesome boy, but we're talking about Big Boss, and I don't think we actually see a whole lot of that villain Big Boss. Maybe in like Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, like the
It's
original ones, a
it,
little bit. Like the thing is we see like
uh,
wholesome boy Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 3, and then we see he's like broken and damaged in Peace Walker, and then I think when we get our first glimpse of villain Big Boss is when the curtain comes up in Metal Gear Solid 5 and he's got his stogie in his mouth and he's hopping on his motorcycle. I think that is our first glimpse of when he starts his fucking warlord shit, and then
I
Solid
guess
Snake
it's
has
more
to whoop his
like
ass.
I think it's more like misinterpreted, than actually be a villain. Like in one way, if you look at it, this way or that way, you could say he was like villainy, but the other way is like, no, not really. It's like
Solid Snake said it
everyone's
though, dude. Solid
mis.
Snake said it in MGS2. He said, I don't remember the exact quote off the top of my head right now, but like, there's no good in killing ever. And like, Big Boss was like, not necessarily all about that, but he was all about the war machine and, like being a warlord and like constant state of warfare type shit in his like real villain
Oh
phase.
yeah.
And I
Now
think
that you
that
said it,
is like evil, right?
right. Now that you mentioned it, I remembered that YouTube video. Like the whole like boss's will was like to unite the world as one, so there would be like no war or something, right? Something like
Yeah.
that, right? And how in the YouTube video, I guess like Big Boss, I interpreted, well, not interpreted, but wanted to realize that Will was to like try to become the bad guy himself, so everyone unites against him, right? You see where I'm going with this? He tried to unite the world
Yeah.
by being the bad guy, which in a way ultimately would make him a good guy. It's like fucking good
Nah,
guy and a bad
bro.
guy in a way.
Nah, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, bro. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I got love for fucking John, aka fucking Vic Boss, okay? Probably favorite fictional character of all time with his fucking eye patch and his cigar. Got me buying packs of stogies and trying to lose my right eye, right? Idol. My fucking idol. But, like, at the same time, like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, shade Big Boss's character and be like, "Oh, Big Boss sucks." But like, I definitely think, um,
The way
at,
he
at,
was
at
written
least
is definitely unique.
at a certain point in the story, he is a villain. Well, I mean, like the first ever entries of the game, he ends up being the main villain of like both those two first
Yeah, like
games.
in like the first games and the second game, you could say he was a villain. Like definitely, because I doubt Kojima would know the fucking games would go, the way they did.
Yeah.
So it was like fucking 80s. So like have a good guy, bad guy, good guy wins. Like unusual thingy.
It's cool. I actually I really only just now put it all together in my head. Like we see Big Boss transform. I mean, like the events of Metal Gear Solid 3. I think a quote of his from Metal Gear Solid 4 is like, "From the day I killed the boss, like I was dead
I was
myself," or
already
something like.
dead. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. And like, Peace Walker, we see like he's still like
clinging on.
he's still Snake. He's still a good man, and he helps people. Tries to anyway. And but definitely like I think that's the I think there's a lot of finality to that scene of him like getting out of the ambulance and on the bike, end of Metal Gear Solid 5, the plot twist, and just him like literally entering his fucking villain arc, dude.
Hmm.
Cool stuff. I do like me some Metal Gear.
Don't be all.
Dude, okay. So, speaking of snakes, who is the best snake?
Hmm. The particularly Python. I actually don't know. I cannot slur the first word. The fucking orange snake.
Yeah.
Okay, but um the best snake? I mean, I kind of wish we had more of Solidus,
Dude, you know
but
what? Yes, dude, thank you so much because like I really think so too.
like I think he would be actually like a fan favorite if he had a second game to expand on his shit. Because I think like Solidus is like Armstrong in a way. Like he appears for a few scenes, and he's good. Like you fucking love this guy, but you don't see much of him. Like the most like um you see more of him like literally at the end of the game. but otherwise you just see him in a few scenes, or
Yeah.
you talk about him. I think in some codex, I don't remember now. But I
Yeah,
really
like
wish we had more of Solidus. I really think he would be like fan favorite.
criminally
If
underused, I think is fair.
mm, but in terms of like the other snakes, I don't think they'll be liquid. No way. I don't
No,
think so.
okay, good. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this. I was like tempted to say don't fucking say liquid. Like even as a meme, don't fucking say liquid, dude. It was corny.
Nah, this whole like, oh, I have inferior genes thing. Nah, I don't. I no, never. I say that never. I don't know. Like he is okay, like as a villain in the first game, but this whole liquid ocelot thing in, it's also in two, isn't it? Right? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
You know what? I think giving it some deep meditative thought. I think like Liquid, the reason why he's so fucking corny is because like I think
He's
he's
British.
yeah. I think he's the embodiment of like Big Boss's childish side because I mean like I think a lot of the evil that Big Boss did kind of came from his maybe from his childish side with like the
Perhaps.
trauma from the boss and misinterpreting that as like oh I shouldn't make myself the enemy so everyone can unite like that's kind of fucking wild, bro. And I think
Mm,
Solidus is a perfect reflection of Big Boss's evil side because we see the dynamic between him and Jack and them reuniting and the
mm.
reality of Raiden's past and like, yo, this dude was like gunning down motherfuckers at 12 years old. He's actually a certified badass. You called him a pussy for the whole game. He could fucking wipe you in 2 seconds. Like, crazy as fucking shit. And I love the fucking I just love the dynamic between Solidus and what is it? In the fucking torture room. You're the spitting image of Big Boss. And then he just busts into maniacal laughter. Dude, John Segan, the dude that did Solidus's voice, he did such a fucking amazing job. And I guess he passed away, so we'll let you go out in style, buddy. Rest in peace, man.
Um, I kind of feel weird because the word Saigon, right? His last name. In Polish, that word that would translate as gypsy.
Oh.
So whenever I read it, it's just like ah ha ha gypsy, and I feel so awkward, and I feel so bad. Fucking uh, by chance, like a name that isn't in my language means something else.
yeah.
Um, best snake,
No,
best snake.
but no, no, no. One last thing is I think like Solid Snake obviously would be the embodiment of like the good, like pure side of Big Boss because Solid Snake, you know what? I think Solid Snake really, of course, should be mentioned for best snake, at least honorable mention if you don't pick him because he's our main character. He's just like
Mm.
we we all love him and his thick cheeks, and he's a wholesome boy through the whole thing. He's just such a wholesome boy through the whole entire thing, and like I'm no hero, never was, never will be, and I'm just like bawling my fucking eyes out because I'm like, yo, he's so like damn, bro. I think he was so grizzled in MGS4 cuz like all the drama in 2 and like I think Meryl broke his heart after 1 or some shit. So like
Mm. It was never really explained what happened with Snake and Meryl,
well,
right?
I mean like so there's Snake Tail C, right? Have you ever like
Yeah,
played that and
yeah,
read through
yeah,
the
I did. I know that they like get in a fucking gunfight
yeah.
in the end,
And
but
well,
like
when
that's not
it
canon.
well, yeah, but I mean like not canon, but I mean like I feel like the backstory it uses could be, you know, because we see them, drive off in the snowmobile in the good ending of MGS1 and they're all like flirty and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, you don't think they like fucking shacked up and fucking kicked it? Like,
Done the dirty.
man, like back when Snake was holed up in the middle of nowhere, Alaska, drinking too much. That's the way I used to look at it 4 years ago.
I don't know. Solid Snake is just like, doing his own thing, not bothering anyone, and people be like, "Oh, I need you," and it's like, "No, fuck off, and leave me alone."
Yep.
He's a perfect introverted, best fucking person. Doesn't bother people. He just wants to do his shit. Leave him alone.
Yeah. And I love his character in Metal Gear Solid 2. And I think I'm so glad that um now years later, I think more people have come to the consensus with Metal Gear Solid 2. Like I like the protagonist swap thing they did, us playing as Raiden and Snake being a side character for the main chapter of the story, because well, the whole point of that fucking character swap, Kojima literally said it was to make Snake look cooler, and it fucking works, dude. And he like
Exactly.
drops a bunch of deep philosophical shit, and like at the end of the game, he's like, "There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality." Like, dog, like seriously, I will like watch like the ending cutscene of like Snake dropping that like real ass shit, and I will just, dude, I'll just like ponder life, like ponder my
Just
world.
like pass that wisdom onto your children, and you have literally, passed on a meme. Quite literally, um, I'm missing a word here again. It's like this whole message about, passing memes, passing messages. You know what I'm trying to say, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, 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 dude, for sure. Like Kojima is, dude, he's such a fucking smart boy. I can't wait for his next stuff to come out. Like even
Is he actually smart, or is he just smoking like five different things at once writing these games?
what do you think
For
Kojima on
real.
writing the fucking Sons of Liberty script? Like, hey, yo, Sean, pass the fucking,
Bust the blonde. I'm
pass the
writing the
fucking
script.
black tar Fenty spiked fucking codeine dust fucking wacky pack fucking devil kush that'll make you slap the shit out of your grandma. It'll make
You
fucking
know,
Ice Cube melt. It'll make fucking Snoop Dogg meow and write this fucking Sons of Liberty script. Like, and just
when
predict
you
the
understand the
future.
plot, when you like, read about it or like listen to the game from others, it's like, yeah, it makes sense. But like when you're literally playing the game first time, like literally, what the fuck is going on? That is like my exact reaction when I played Death Stranding. Literally, what the fuck was Kojima smoking?
Definitely Death
I
Stranding.
I still have no fucking clue what's happening in this game. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me, because I know there's like a whole lot of fucking text in the game, not a whole lot of like codec.
Yeah, but
I really
fuck
wish
that.
I really fucking wish I had a codec, like actually like an actual moving codec
Yeah, that would be more bearable than
moment.
just text, right? Just having to read.
I mean, like like conversation with like Dead Man and like other people from the cast. So it sounds like Sam stops, looks at his fucking watch, and he's like, "Yeah, we do this and that, and there's this and that," and no more conversation. Like I wish it was like more Metal Gear Solid 5 style, where they talk
Yeah.
over, but you can keep moving.
Yeah, right. That was a good addition.
But I don't know if it's like more stuff explained in the text. But I fucking swear, every time I try to understand Death Stranding, especially the whole beach thingy, like this whole like it's like sort of a limbo thingy, and how that works in their world versus that limbo thingy. I have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on.
I think, you
Genuinely.
know what, dude? So when the DS2 trailer first dropped, I was definitely crying a little bit. I was like, why? No one needed this. I wanted to see your
I
horror
need
game,
this.
dude.
I want more Kojima smoking fucking plots, man.
Dude, I want more Kojima, but like I was more excited about his horror game that I heard about that he was making, and he fucking announces DS2, and I'm like, what the fuck? But you know what? I think like I was so fucking confused by Death Stranding as well, and I haven't like gone too out of my way to try and understand the plot, but I couldn't give you a fucking coherent synopsis of Death Stranding's plot, and that's not against the game. I enjoyed it, but I'm thinking and hoping that like DS2 is going to give us a lot more insight
Oh
into the
yes,
lore of Death
definitely,
Stranding, and there's going to be a lot of like
definitely.
oh shit moments, right? I'm hoping.
Definitely. I want to get like fucking surprised and be like, what the fuck? That makes so much sense. And how did we know about this? It was so obvious, hiding in plain sight under our nose thing. That would be great. And probably, and I won't be surprised if Kojima just like did this on a whim. Just like casually doing that.
It's I can almost imagine like from Metal Gear Solid 2 on, Kojima didn't want to work on Metal Gear anymore. He wanted to be on to other projects, but there was the demand and like it was his he was employed at Konami and they were like make Metal Gear and he's like fuck okay, I guess.
Yeah, I heard that like Metal Gear Solid 4 is like his own like personal feeling towards the game.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
he just wanted it to be done, so that's why he literally, you know, accelerated aged Snake on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to like wrap this shit up, right?
Like he was okay in like throughout the whole Metal Gear saga until it's like for oh well I guess I'm a fucking grandpa at the age
Yeah,
of
fucking
42.
fucking old now. Oopsie.
uh, was it explained beforehand in games like oh they have accelerated aging and also they're infertile before Metal Gear Solid 4, or was that introduced in 4?
Yes, it was mentioned. Remember in Metal Gear Solid 2 when Snake first meets Liquid Ocelot, something like, "Ah, you're drowning in time, brother. Big Boss was in his
Right.
late 50s when they made his copies." I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's a
that's right.
really big foreshadowing to like,
Oh yeah,
he's a bit
now
more
that you
limited
mentioned,
than your average person.
there we go. There's the oh shit moment I was talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah, dude.
in one way you might think oh Liquid is just saying like random shit. When you like try to think for like literally 5 seconds, it's like oh yeah, yeah, I can see where this is going.
Yeah, dude. But I can't help but wonder, like, Kojima worked on Metal Gear for so much longer than he actually wanted to. And God bless him. I mean, he made all our beloved games. We love you, bro, and we're sorry if you suffered in the process. I can't help but wonder if like, Death Stranding comes out and I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a huge success, but I mean, definitely a cult success. Kojima fans are all pretty much in agreement like yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't fucking get it, but like, it was cool. And then I wonder if it was like, oh well, we're gonna make Death Stranding 2 now, right? He was like, oh fuck, not again.
Are you gonna be playing Death Stranding 2 on release day? Like are you gonna pre-order it or something?
I don't probably like not. I don't have anything to play it on.
Oh yeah. I think it's still there, but sorry for like to interject, but Death Stranding is free on Epic Games right now. If anyone's watching, go get it. Uh,
What?
yeah, it's free. The base game, not director's cut. Let me double check on that. But yes, I heard it's free right now.
Let's
The base
go.
game.
It's a
So
fun
if you
game, dude.
wanna, experience what the fuck Kojima was smoking, yeah, it's there for free. It's free until the 25th, so until Thursday.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Um,
Death. I don't know if I could recommend Death Stranding like full price, $80. Like, Dan, should I buy this right now? Well, that depends. Like, I'm gonna ask you a few questions first. Like, are you Kojima fan? Does fucking
yeah,
FedEx
exactly,
Simulator sound like the worst fucking thing in the world to you? Type shit, right?
exactly.
If it's free, oh my god, just go get it and try it. Like,
Mm.
it's all of Kojima's games, especially like Metal Gear Solid 2 and Death Stranding, even 4 in a lot of ways, I think are just such unique and elaborate pieces of art in every aspect of them. Like almost like abstract, bro. Like he just covers like all the bases. Like how how many themes are there in Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty?
Oh crap!
The,
No, when you're asking me that question, I now literally remember none of the game.
dude, there's
It's like
literally
when
like
some.
hundreds, man. Like
It's like when someone asks you, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" and you know you have a favorite song, but now you've forgotten about it.
yeah. Oh, dude, exactly. No, like someone like, oh, what kind of music are you into? And especially me in
uh,
particular, like I listen to everything. Sometimes I'm listening to black metal. Sometimes I'm listening to fucking hip hop. Sometimes I'm listening to the fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 soundtrack. Sometimes I'm listening to the
dude,
Undertale soundtrack. Sometimes.
my like, I'm not gonna be. I think I shouldn't be judging other people's music taste because my entire music taste, I think, is comprised of literally like 4 to 5, I guess you could say, genres. So video game OST, anime OST, breakcore recently ish. I like a year or two now because serious lot and gore shit. Metal, definitely. I do like metal, but I don't listen to like any particular metal band. I do like metal covers of songs, and it's like, do you know Siva Gunner, like on YouTube? Do you recognize that channel?
I think I've
Yeah.
heard of it. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's like, meme remixes of like video game OSTs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, okay.
So in one way we could say, meme remixes, whatever. It's hard to describe. It's like, in one way, I guess you could call it a genre because it's still like,
What is a
um
genre?
philosophical question. What is a genre? Like, yeah, my music taste is like extremely limited, and I know people are like gonna be saying, "Oh, that's cringe. You listen to anime and game OSTs." Fuck you! I
Yeah,
love
dude,
those.
no,
I,
who
I
gives
love
a
I
fuck?
love that music.
Seriously, who
Fucking
gives a
hate
fuck?
it when people are like, "Oh, that's not real music. Oh, you should listen to this music instead."
Oh,
No,
no.
fuck off.
That's cringe.
I listen. I enjoy my PS2 BIOS ambience music. Shut up.
Dude, no, okay. Like, the thing is, people get so fucking twisted up because it's fun when you like something. I mean, like, you want to, like, share it with your friends. You like, check this
Mm.
thing out. But, to get mad when people don't like the same shit you do is just like it's so fucking unbelievably childish, man. And
I guess I am a little bit of childish because my brother has speakers, so he listens to a lot of music, and I hear it a lot. So to me, it
okay,
might
that's
be
kind
a
of
little bit,
valid
you know.
if someone's playing cuz I mean like I used to live in like the fucking sticks, the fucking twigs, right? And all those hicks out there,
Mhm.
they listen to country music. I am not a big fan of country music. There's a couple songs here and there that I will bump from the country library, but for the most part, I am not about the Coors Light drinking, tractor driving, cousin fucking music, and they're all about it. And I was just like, yo, man, can we not have that shit on like plus 90 decibels all the time? And they're like,
Yeah.
fuck you. And I listen to rap music, right? Which a lot of rap music is prominently made by black people. So they would just use racial
Mhm.
slurs all the time to refer to my
Yeah.
music. That was really fun all the time.
As in N-word music.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And, like, oh my fucking
That's not
god.
exactly.
Which is fucked up too because like I have like I I have like black family members. Like my stepdad's black, and like my little brother, he's half black from my stepdad. So like
Oh hell yeah.
that kind of like that kind of does touch me a little bit when people use the slurs. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, fuck you. This.
I'm thinking like using slurs, particularly like ethnic slurs, in like quotes is okay. Just like to refer, like when someone said something, right? But it's like not you
No,
saying it personally, but it's like quoting it, so quoting someone else.
Couldn't be me.
But yeah, I'm a person that tends to like I literally listen on headphones, and if I don't have headphones, if I have to use speakers, I usually only use like speakers whenever I go showering. Then recently I've been putting my music a little bit down so it doesn't sound super obnoxious to everyone else around, because my bathroom is like next to the kitchen and the door is open so everyone can hear that. So I try to keep the volume at like 75. There's a huge difference between 75 volume and 100 volume, I swear. It's like
Yeah.
thrice as freaking loud. I think it's because volume in terms of decibels, it doesn't. It's like 2 decibels plus 2 decibels. That's not twice as loud. It's like thrice or like whatever, because fucking math shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I just bump my
recently.
I just bump my shit whenever wherever cuz I live alone and you know what recently I've been thinking like guy could get a roommate and, like have someone like help him with them bills and shit, right? And like I don't
Mm,
know. There's definitely there's definitely like kind of a loneliness thing when like you live alone from like not living alone and you're like, "Oh man, I kind of like I almost feel like I need people." But at the same time, there's so many convenience things when you just live all by yourself and have your very own
yeah,
place just all to yourself. I'm like, "Yo, fuck everybody. No one's fucking living up in my shit. Fuck no, dude. Get the fuck
there are
out."
definitely like pros and cons to living alone. The pros is that if there is something wrong, you only have yourself to blame. There's like no mistake someone else made a fuck up,
Yeah.
or if you need to clean something, then you do it at your own fucking
Like, oh,
pace
who the
and in
fuck
your own
left these
fucking
fucking
time.
monster cans here? Are you fucking kidding me? There's like 7 fucking monster cans on the floor over here at my desk, man. Like, who the fuck does this shit, bro?
It definitely depends on the type of roommate, I think. Like I am one of those fucking particularly lazy cunts. Like uh I be honest, I kind of be fucking lazy in terms of like cleaning my own room. So unless it's like very noticeably like fucking dirty, I don't fucking vacuum. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me being lazy, maybe it's just me being depressed and just don't feel like doing a single fucking thing. Because I know I can do it. I know it takes like fucking not even 30 minutes, like 15 minutes max. And but just like I just don't want to. I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, nah, I feel that.
But recently, some other things, something like dishwashers. I try to do those more frequently without getting asked or like getting irked about it.
Yeah. Oh
And
shit, dude, I used to
what
live with somebody. Um,
that you used to know.
fucking. This is the I went. They did not clean up their mess, so I went and cleaned up their mess for them, and it was a small fucking army of coffee cups with a little bit of coffee left at the bottom that had
Mm.
all molded.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know what fucking coffee is it, but my father, he has this type of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's like super grainy,
Yeah.
and he often doesn't drink all of it, so there's like always something on the bottom, or maybe he does drink it all and just like the whole fucking grainy things just like settle on the bottom.
Right.
That thing, it always settles on the bottom, and it does look fucking disgusting every time I am like cleaning it, and just like and there's just this bit of like fucking black coffee. I'm not sure if it's like dissolved, undissolved, or something, and I have to like go into the sink and wash it down, and just like all of everything just like flows down. It's like ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking hate it, but what can I
Nasty
do?
ass fucking
What the
dishes.
fuck can I do? Say, so while we're really on the topic of roommates, how did we? Wait, we were talking about best snakes. How are we on the topic of roommates?
Doesn't matter. Continue.
If you had a roommate, a male roommate that is just a friend, you're not, sexually interested,
Right.
because I know you're not gay,
Do
you're,
not swing that way. I kind of wish I did though.
but if you did have a male roommate, would you sleep in the same bed together?
No, fuck no.
Just occupy the same bed space. Doesn't have to be like, fucking cuddles or something.
Nah, because I got a report on what my sleep is like from multiple ex-girlfriends. I talk in my sleep, and it gets like a little like low-key psychotic sometimes. Um I I I
Bro's
I I,
fucking
I,
solid snake.
I roll a lot and yeah, liquid and fucking like rolling around and shit. And like my one ex-girlfriend, like all the times we like slept together, like in the like went to sleep in the same bed,
Yeah,
like I guess like flailing around in my sleep or whatever the fuck, like I like punched her in the fucking head in my sleep.
bro.
Like multiple times on multiple different occasions. Well,
Bro's getting
no,
fucking violent.
but one time on multiple different occasions, or I don't know. I don't. Maybe I did like give her three in a row in my sleep. I don't know, man.
For me, I don't know. It's hard to describe, because I don't think I've ever been told by anyone in my family or other people that I do something in my sleep. I do definitely like sometimes take my fucking time to go to sleep. Sometimes I get these nights where I just like am in bed and maybe like fumble around for like 1 or 2 hours before I actually go to sleep. I have no idea what's up with that.
Oh, dude, I stir like a motherfucker too. Like I've kept like
But yeah, I'm
ex
definitely
ex
like
girlfriends that
fidgety.
I've shared like a sleep space with. Like we'll go to bed and like I'll literally like fumble around like for 3 hours, like 2 3 hours trying to go to sleep, and then eventually just get up, and like I'll keep them up the whole time. They're just so fucking mad the whole time because my dumb ass is keeping them
Yeah.
up. Like I literally don't think like I don't know, like someone would have to be like willing to put up with like getting fucking punched in the head and like madman's ramblings. Like I'm dude, like dude, like being my shawty is like a really fucking hard position to fill. It's like, all right, you're gonna get fucking punched in the head probably like once a week in your sleep. You're just gonna be sleeping, minding your own business against your nice, wholesome boyfriend, and then he's gonna punch you in the fucking head. Are you okay with that?
You
And if
should
she
make a
says
fucking
yes,
terms
I'm
of
gonna wipe
service.
that bitch. She says I'm gonna punch you back though, and I'll be like, mommy.
Bro's fucking submissive, I swear.
Straight up.
I have a feeling, I don't know why, but I do have a feeling that if you do get a dummy mommy, and if she asks you if you want to get pegged, I think you would say yes without question.
Nah,
Would
fucking
you want to get pegged, Dan?
fucking nah. I don't think I could do it.
Hey, I mean, have you tried it? Maybe you would like it, you know.
Maybe. I just I actually don't think I would, bro. Like even if she like we're talking like she had 10, like maybe if there was money involved, like if she had 10 and she like I'll give you 10 grand if you let me fucking peg you. I'll be like,
Uh, I mean, if there's money involved and you get tons of money for literally doing something you wouldn't do normally, then I think everyone would do it. Even like a fucking heterosexual person, a heterosexual man, being asked, "Hey, if you give me head for like 10 grand to another dude," I'm pretty sure everyone would just say yes because fucking money. Who doesn't like money?
true. Yeah, I don't
Fuck it,
know.
I do that for free.
If it's yeah, if there's no monetary gain involved, like no hypothetical situation like that, like yeah, even if she had 10, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm not.
You don't like to experiment, I guess.
Nah, I know what I like.
That's fair.
Like
That's fair. That's okay.
Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, he said he's like, I like a woman that can kick my ass, and I do. I tweeted a photo. It's from like Danny Phantom, and it's like
Ah,
Danny
yeah,
Phantom
I
with
know.
like a
I
big dong,
know.
me abusive women, like straight up. I had a shoddy be a little mean to me the other day, and like I enjoyed it. I liked it. She was quite rude, and
The
I was like, "Ooh, mommy,"
yeah,
type shit. Like I don't know, man.
that depends.
That's
This
that's
whole,
fucked up, dude.
people being mean.
That's kind of like the dude. I don't know. That's kind of like a trauma response, like some kind of fucked up trauma response thing, like liking the abuse. Like I don't know,
I
man.
mean, I don't think, that's, that, it's a trauma response. Maybe you're just, into it, and, I'm not saying that, in a
Depends.
funny, haha, Dan likes being abused sort of thing. No, I'm just like talking like genuinely.
It depends. Like I
I've,
mean, there's a difference between like
yes, there's like a
if
difference between an asshole and, being playful asshole.
that, and I mean also the difference between like a bedroom thing, you know what I mean, and like
Yeah,
actual malicious um
of
abusive
course, of course.
behavior, or any, any to that, to any extremity type shit.
Like if someone like a friend, I do have a friend actually that sort of like does that thing. Like we call each other like assholes, or like literally all the bad names we could think of, and we're just like, yeah, we chill because I know him, he knows me, and if something's up, we just like say, hey, that's not cool. Can you stop? And the other is like, yeah, of course, that's
I don't
cool.
have a single like friend or acquaintance that I don't like fake talk shit to. Like even people I don't know like that. I'm like, "What's up, motherfucker? Fucking something something looking motherfucker. Like, what's up, man?" Like,
I am like a very soft person myself, especially around people that I have yet to figure out the vibe.
yeah.
Like if that's the case, then I just assume that the person does mean to be like an actual meanie. But after a while, once I figure out the vibe, and I know they don't mean to be like an actual asshole,
There's
I
been
mean, I
times
don't mind.
where I'm sure people have like been trying to be malicious, but I just like deflected it as like, yeah, you fucking jokester, yeah, whatever, fuck you, like,
Like
I
I don't
don't
know if
know.
it's my
I can't
autism,
always
but
do it, but I've
like
managed to deflect.
I don't like playing games. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna give you a hint because I like you, sort of thing. No, if listen, if I like, I'm just like gonna be like, hey, listen, I kind of like you, so just saying, how you feel about that. Like I cannot fucking into people literally. I'm just gonna be like straight on honest. Like, hey, there's this thing. Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I like, can you actually give me the shit in like written bullet points?
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
like
Exactly.
Shoddy's like, oh my god, like he's such a fucking dunce. I gave him like I gave him all the signs, but like I saw a meme once. This is a classic meme from like way back in the day. Like girls like, "Oh, I sent him such clear signals." And it's like the signals, and it's the picture of a traffic light with the green, yellow, and red
Yeah.
light on all at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Um Also, another thing about like, not playing games. When people like say I'm in a job thingy, or like just like genuinely with around people that aren't, like autistic or like neurodivergent, and I swear there's this like language that I just don't get, of like these social cues or something. Like I fucking don't understand a lot of them. And when people say something that is meant to be taken as a joke or like something, I often take that as like real, because like I literally don't have a clue if they mean it or not. So
Yeah.
I assume it's like, actually being real. And later it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? I was joking. Well, fucking dude, stop joking then, you fucking imbecile.
Yeah,
And
no.
I don't know. I am very like in real life, in the real world. Uh, I don't particularly like say, "Hey, I'm autistic." I don't like say that aloud. Like, uh, besides the internet and my immediate family, there might be
You
like a very few handful of people that know like actually autistic and have
you
ADHD,
don't
and then
advertise. I share to everyone that I come across. I give them just a little warning, like, hey, I'm a fucking imbecile. Like,
like sometimes I need something to be explained like 5, 10 times before I actually understand something, or I'm just like very much zoned out a lot of the times. And it's not like me being like I try not to be lazy or like try to avoid stuff. I don't want to. I want to do my shit, be okay at least. But I'm just like zoning out or just don't understand because autism.
yeah,
And it's like I like want to say it like, hey, listen, it's kind of hard for me because I'm kind of silly, but
a little silly.
I've well, I haven't experienced it myself. I don't know. I'm just like I guess like still a pussy to like do it, but there's like people saying on the internet, oh, like, oh, my cousin is autistic as well, and that they think all autism is their cousin's autism,
Yeah, right.
and
Yeah,
it's
the
like
whole
hard to
spectrum, bro.
describe. Like it's a fucking spectrum. Like one autistic person on one end that might seem just very normal, and there's the other end where you can immediately tell they're
Yeah, dude.
not neurotypical,
Yeah. It's
and it's
crazy
like
though,
very
man.
hard.
I try to like explain to people. Like I try to just be straight up. Not like send, signals or sly little like hints that people are supposed to pick up on. Cause I don't pick up on that shit. And I tell people that I don't pick up on that shit. I'm like, hey, you have to just like tell me things outright, because if you like send some like weird like sly signals, I'm not gonna pick up on that. I'm
Same.
usually fucking stoned. I don't like pick up on that kind of stuff, okay? It's not gonna
Unless
fucking happen.
right, unless it's just like you both know your like sense of humor and how you approach signals like hints, or like how you speak. It's like your long language, I guess.
Well, that's
Uh,
something that comes with like more time, right? I'm talking like
exactly, like
when you like fresh meet someone new, and I'm trying to tell them like, yo, like again, like you gotta tell me stuff straight up. I mean, like
like
you could even argue that I overshare, and I'll be like, I'll
same,
dude,
definitely.
I'll try and like explain the whole deal, and I'll be like, hey, yeah, dude, like, um, recovering addict, fucking festering treasure trove of undiagnosed mental illness. I'm like, I get a little silly goofy sometimes, I get a little down in the
There's
dumps. I'll get a little depresso espresso, and then I fuck up, I lack, and people are like, Dan, what the fuck? How could you do this? And I'm like, I fucking told you, bro.
told you
I
exactly.
fucking told you. And I never made any. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna have any issues. I'm gonna be 110% with you. Like, you know what? Maybe I wasn't straight up enough. Maybe I just need to start reading up off the laundry list. Like, hey, when I'm at max capacity, that's actually like 70%. I never have 100% to give to fucking anything. Actually, 30% of that is just gone. It decayed over the years of
Yeah, I get you.
bullshit, dude.
There's something I wanted to say, but I already forgot.
For
um,
gore.
yeah, I genuinely forgot.
Well, unless you
Well,
remember.
maybe I'll remember later. I think we have other bullet points,
We
right?
can we can save those for next time. I think because we're already at an hour here. Do we got
Are
anything
we
for
now?
recent W's?
I mean, there's
Weekly
that one
segment,
thing
recent W's.
there's this one thing I told you of a podcast, but I don't think I wanna share that here at the moment anyway.
Oh, way to be
What I
mysterious. Oh, yeah, I got one thing, but I'm not gonna say it.
yeah, like I've told you about it. I told you about it, but like I don't know. I don't feel, I guess,
Oh no, I mean,
comfortable. I guess,
no, don't. Yeah, no, it's fine.
but
You good?
I guess a W you could say is like me. I yesterday I drove to McDonald's and I gave them my resume, and because I want to get a job for like either the weekend for now because I'm still in school,
All right.
or what I want to get is a summer job. I already worked at McDonald's 2 years ago. McDonald's 2 years ago. Yes. And some of the employees, mostly like the managers, I guess, like the higher ish ups that aren't just like just employees, because the other employees I don't recognize them. I recognize this one guy, but none of the other faces. The managers do recognize me, and they said hi to me informally, as like a quote unquote customer in a way,
Hmm.
which you aren't usually like supposed to say that, be like very informal to a person that's not in the workforce there, I guess.
Yeah.
But yes, I gave them my resume. I asked them, hey, when can I expect any sort of like contact, so I know when y'all be calling. And I think the manager was like, yeah, it'll be like somewhere in like Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, okay, that's great, thank you. And before I left, I got myself a little McFlurry. I got myself some ice cream.
Oh.
Fuck, I fucking love McFlurries, man.
It should
Best fucking
slap.
ice cream. No fucking competition. No fucking competition. I
It's
do not
valid.
believe there's a competition with McDonald's McFlurries with like
Fucking
the
valid.
mix-ins and the sauce. Genuinely best ice cream. But due to like Polish inflation and shit, the prices have gone fucking up. Like
Yeah.
let me see, how much is it in CAD? How much is a McFlurry in CAD for you normally?
I have no idea. I haven't had a McFlurry in years.
Like a rough estimate, maybe even.
Maybe like $2.
I see.
Probably more like three, $4. That's probably like a 2016
Wait,
price.
let me check McFlurry CAD price. Let me see if there's something like that. Menu item. Give me the one with fucking the sauce and everything. Uh, McFlurry. Um, the most expensive one I can see are 339 CAD apparently.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, but for us it's 350 CAD roughly when converted. But yes, I got myself a little McFlurry. I can share a photo as well if you want.
Sure.
I know it's like weird, just like, oh, I mean, it's a fucking ice cream. What are you talking about? Oh, I mean, fucking.
More
I,
mystery for our listeners because I don't edit this shit anymore, so it's not like I can
hey, I
find
mean,
the
you
image
could,
in.
you lazy, you
Fuck
could
no.
edit, you
Fuck
lazy
no. I'm
donkey.
gonna fucking edit this shit. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I
But
wouldn't, even if we fumbled for 20 minutes and didn't say shit, I would just upload it as is. Like,
nah, you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
fucking right I
Nah,
would.
you're too better. You're too good
Fucking
for
right.
that.
No, dude, not right now. I'm not.
Come on, it would be like 5 seconds of editing if we just had a segment where we, I don't know, went to the toilet. Like,
No.
I'm not trying to
I'm
like,
different
uh,
right now,
uh
dude. I am.
nah, come on.
No, I said it earlier. Like, I'm not myself. I'm a little, like straight up, dude.
That's fair, I guess. But yeah, I got myself a vanilla McFlurry with, I believe, to be lion mixin with caramel sauce.
Should I send a picture? I want to see the picture now. Check it. Oh,
I
dude,
sent
let's
on
go.
Discord.
Oh wait, did you post that on Twitter? I think I remember seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah, I
Cool
posted on
container,
Twitter.
dude. I like that container.
Yeah, fucking love it. The only problem is that the price is fucking just like hurts me
Yeah.
physically and my wallet.
Still a pretty good
But
W though. A little McFlurry action.
yeah, just like once in a while, so fucking delicious. Even if it's like very small treat, I still fucking love it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, what are we going to do? Because I think you said we are an hour now. Because I don't know if we're gonna be talking about more about W's or we're gonna do the other things you said.
No, I'm pretty much ready to just wrap this up. I don't really have
What about your W's then?
any W. I mean, um, let me try and think. I guess W is I at times it's not easy. Like, it's not just like a one-way process of like, oh, I'm gonna change my mindset. I mean, my mindset on
Hmm.
things can really fluctuate,
Exactly.
hour to hour. But even like a negative situation, I can try and give some kind of positive connotation. Okay, well, because this happened, now this can happen type shit. So I guess that's got to count for something. And
It's slowly healing, sort of thing.
as of it's Sunday, May 21st today, as of tomorrow, Monday, May 22nd, will mark one entire year, 365 days since I quit drinking alcohol.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, it was a long, tough
Big
road.
poggers.
You know what the hardest part is? Is literally the last few days. I fucking knew it was gonna be like seriously the last few days. I there's a liquor store. I'm 90 seconds from my house. 90 seconds walk from my house. Do you know how many times I'm just like, yo, like
What if? What
let's
if?
go get fucking wasted. No, seriously, that's the thing about being an addict, dude. Like that's in my brain forever. Like let's just go get fucking
Yeah, I get
wasted.
you.
Gotta fight that shit, but oh, I've been doing good, and I mean, make a year, and then you know what? If your boy lapses at like a year and 3 days, I mean, that's life. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try really fucking hard not to, but you know.
I mean, I guess that depends if you can control yourself. I'm not saying you should go get drunk or like drink again, but I'm just saying if you do get yourself a drink, then I think you approach that with a better mindset, with a better approach to it, of not trying to be a fucking addict again.
Yeah.
But yeah. What will be a W, hopefully, is me passing my fucking math test tomorrow.
Hopefully,
Because
dude.
I understand about 50% of that bullshit because the notes are fucking balls at explaining, at least the ones that my classmate has given me. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and hopefully I will have a W coming up of getting out of this greasy, dingy, dark, dirty,
Job?
fucking. No, not even. Just like my
Uh,
my brain and the sad chemicals. Like again,
I get you. I get
I'm
you.
like your boy's having a mild depressive episode right now, and it sucks being mentally ill and fully aware of it. Like I'm fully fucking aware that like, oh, silly fucking brain is doing sad chemicals, so I can't do stuff today and I want to cry. And it's like I know this is happening, and it's like it's just now
Like,
the only thing that's different is I know it's happening and I can't do anything about it. At least if I was oblivious, I could just be like,
that's the
"Oh, what the
fucking.
fuck."
The worst part is like knowing something is wrong and also knowing you could do something about it, but just you literally don't have the power.
It's crazy. I mean, sometimes in 5 minutes, I can snap myself out of it and be like, okay, like get up, like go take a shower,
It's
like
like a
clean up around
switch
the house,
sometimes,
go stream.
right?
And and sometimes it's 5 hours before I finally like, okay, like get up,
Snap.
go take a
Yeah,
shower, and
exactly. I sometimes have this as well. It's like, being fucking depressed, and it's just like, I'm just thinking to myself, hi, how about I stop? And just like, sort of works, sort of doesn't. I don't know, it just like depends. The fucking brain RNG, actually.
great, yeah, literally.
Actually.
Oh my
Sometimes
fucking
it takes me
god.
fucking half a day to recover from fucking existing, and the other day I'm just gonna be like, okay, fuck it, we ball, fuck it, whatever happens happens, fuck it.
Literally
It's fucking
crazy, man.
atrocious. Also,
Yeah.
trying to reach out to others, like, maybe your friend will try to get your mood up, or like have some sympathy, and just like no one responds, or like barely anyone cares.
Yeah, I think that's one part of growing up is just kind of realizing that like yeah, like nobody cares. Like I don't know. Maybe
So sometimes I have these days, I think I said that off podcast, where I either have a lot of people trying to speak with me at once and trying to have plans with me, and the other day I can be like the most lonely person on earth sometimes.
yeah. I also get that like life's busy and shit, you know, cuz and I don't hold it against people because I do a lot of the same shit, like kind of some like little like radio silence and when you're like super busy and swamped with stuff. Definitely is disappointing, especially when you're like if you're down in the dumps and like you need a friend and like you reach out to your friends and like you don't get none back. It's like, yeah, what the fuck, man. But again, can't even be
Yeah.
mad at motherfuckers because life is crazy, man. Like you don't know what's going on in someone's fucking life, dude. Like they could be dealing with some bullshit and like for you you're like, oh, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but for them it's the biggest fucking deal in the world, right? I don't know.
Well, well. Anyway, we wrapping this up then.
Yeah, I guess.
Honestly, this kind of went better and smoother than I expected. Actually, I think I've gotten myself into like the groove, the mood, the zone.
Yeah, neat.
But thank you for having me here, Dan. Thank you for the what is it,
Dude,
12th, 13th episode.
12, dude, episode 12. Thanks for fucking being here with me doing this goofy
Thank you
podcast.
for listening to our greasy ramblings.
Yeah, if you're hearing this right now, you're an actual fucking real one. You're a G, you're a fucking legend. And yeah, unless you skip to the end, unless you skip to the very end and you're hearing this, then fuck you. You didn't even listen to the fucking podcast. Piece of shit.
But yeah, thank you, and see you next week, I guess, on the
Yes.
13th episode.
Um, you're tougher than I thought. I'll let you go out in style.